Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel, guys. We're live from Chicago, Illinois. We got another Chicago Bulls video for you. Before I get into this video, man, hit that like button, hit that sub button. I'm trying to hit 5,000 subscribers, honestly, by the end of July. It's not looking great, but I gotta be hopeful. And a like and a subscribe, a comment, it all just helps the YouTube algorithm. It's like, please share this video. 20% of you guys are subscribed. The other 80 aren't. So if you're not subscribed, man, just please, if you like the video, help me get to 5,000 subs, man. That would be absolutely crazy. But all right, guys, I made a couple videos. I've made a lot of Bulls videos recently, and I've compared them to the Phoenix Suns, which if you're not a Chicago Bulls fan, if you're not a Bulls fan, you probably don't like when I compare the Phoenix Suns to the Chicago Bulls, and I compare Devin Booker to Zach LaVine, and I compare DeAndre Ayton to Nikola Vucevic. But to me, the Chicago Bulls have the perfect blend of young talent, up-and-coming talent that still needs to be developed, and then veterans who can provide, like Garrett Temple, Thaddeus Young, Daniel Tice, Nikola Vucevic. And then you've got guys with loads of potential who can also help you win now, like especially on the defensive end. I'm talking Patrick Williams, Troy Brown Jr. Like, TBJ is extremely underrated, and I got a comment about that a couple of videos ago, and I can't believe I haven't talked about TBJ in several videos. I mean, this guy is super underrated. But basically, the Bulls are a point guard away from a championship. And if you don't believe that, it makes total sense. But as a Chicago Bulls fan, I truly believe we are one free agent away from becoming contenders. And then a couple of moves, a couple of right draft picks turning out good. Coby White taking the next step. Patrick Williams taking the next step. And then you get a free agent, veteran point guard. You get some more depth. Like, I don't see a reason why they can't make the NBA Finals. This Eastern Conference, it's lacking, man. They haven't been as good as the Western Conference in, like, from a whole, like, team depth perspective. It's been, like, 20 years, dude. The West have just been on top. And the Chicago Bulls, the opportunity is right now. It's this season, man. Zach LaVine, he's on the ropes. Hopefully they work towards a deadline, I think, or an extension. I believe they will be able to. Nikola Vucevic is entering the end of his prime, so we need to get that going. And we've just, like, the future is still looking good, man. You still got Coby White. You still got Patrick Williams. Like, there is still stuff to look forward to. So you get a point guard. I've already made a video on Lonzo Ball. I think Lonzo Ball is the answer moving forward, thinking about long-term success. But if we're talking short-term, let's win the championship next year, I think I've got two veteran point guards that I've kind of briefly touched about in my Bulls videos before, but I do want to do a little bit of a deeper dive on this. Now, there are still plenty of options, right? There isn't really a clear-cut veteran choice at that point guard position this next year. There's a ton of options. Now, once again, really briefly, I like Coby White coming off the bench the next 2 seasons because, yeah, he did improve defensively. Yeah, he did improve playmaking-wise. If you're trying to win now, Coby White at 20 years old, especially coming off an injury, it's just not the answer right now. So you put him 2 years behind a veteran point guard, and 2 years from now you can evaluate, is this our starting point guard for the future? You'll have your answer. I guarantee you'll have your answer. So, like I said, plenty of capable point guards in this upcoming free agent class. Now, do they have a shot at signing these guys? You gotta hope. Man, you gotta hope. We're going to talk about Kyle Lowry. 2021, he played in 46 games. He averaged 17.2 points per game, 5.4 rebounds per game, 7.3 assists per game, on 43.6% from the field, and then 39.6 from deep on 7.2 threes a game. Now, I think Lowry is a clear-cut Chris Paul type candidate. Now, he's got the pedigree to turn the Chicago Bulls into an immediate winner. He is an all-star level point guard with a championship. Not only is he that, but he is the only one entering free agency this season at point guard. Now, he's obviously a crazy physical, loves using his body, loves just kind of off-balancing defenders to help create some more space. And while he got to the free throw line a little bit less, he did shoot 64% at the rim, which, I mean, we're talking a 6-foot point guard. So he's got plenty of gas left in the tank. Now, The pick and roll game for the Bulls, it's extremely intriguing with Zach LaVine and Nikola Vucevic because they can just get tons of looks, whether the defenses go over, whether they go under the screen. Now, Coby White, like I say, he's a developing scorer, but you already have, if you're getting Kyle Lowry, you're getting an established shooter, can shoot the long ball, and he can also play defense. So I really like Kyle Lowry on the Chicago Bulls. 2-year deal. I mean, in the pick and roll game, it would make a Kyle Lowry, Nikola Vucevic pick and roll. It would be a key part of the Chicago Bulls offense moving forward. And it would draw the attention of multiple defenders, and that would free up more weak side action. Keep in mind, Zach LaVine shot a hair, 48.6% on catch and shoot threes this past season. Now, defensively, Kyle Lowry was pretty much the same as he's been in the past. His steal percentage wasn't how high it usually has been, but obviously he holds his own. And he's just more physical than your average point guard. He's literally kind of like Chris Paul, man. I love the physical intimidation on defense that Chris Paul possesses just from his effort and the way he presents himself. And for Kyle Lowry, it's Chris Paul, but even bigger. So that's a cherry on top for me, man. This would get the Bulls a true identity. Like, look out for this team in the East. We're going to talk about Mike Conley. I haven't actually made a video about Mike Conley coming to the Bulls, but I will talk about him. He played in 51 games this season at a 16.2 points per game, 3.5 rebounds, 6 assists per game, shot 44% from the field, 41% from deep, so very good. And then from the playoffs, he played in 6 games, averaged 15.3, 3.5 rebounds, and 7.7 assists per game, and shot even better, 48% from deep, 42% from the field. So he was only available, unfortunately, for 5 of the 7 games that they played. Now, when he was on the floor, he was extremely important. And he would be able to do the same thing here in Chicago. They both, what I really like about Kyle Lowry, what I really like about Mike Conley, just coming from the Chris Paul kind of experiment that I think the Bulls should look for with this veteran point guard move, is none of these guys turn the ball over. In this last season, Conley had an 11% turnover rate. It's super low. For example, Kyle Lowry was 14% turnover rate. So the Bulls, as a team, were 25th in the league in turnover rate. So that would instantly become a much more effective and efficient offense with Mike Conley as the point guard. Now, he doesn't obviously have the same scoring kind of flair that Kyle Lowry does, but you could make an argument that he would be more effective and more efficient. He's been a great three-point shooter, better three-point shooter than Kyle Lowry, 41% from deep. That's super efficient on great volume, too. I mean, this guy shot 6.2 threes per game. So defensively, really solid. And then also, Mike Conley has proven that he can play next to a high-usage shooting guard, a.k.a. Donovan Mitchell, a.k.a. Zach LaVine is who he would be. So Mike Conley and Kyle Lowry, they're just similar two-way veteran point guards who can take the Bulls to the next level. Now, I doubt that either of these two players have the Bulls on their list, but their salary is going to be around $20-25 million per year, and that's something that the Bulls should be able to do. I just think that's the missing piece, man. So if you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, hit the comment button, let me know what you want the Bulls to do at the point guard position next year, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.